Hey everybody, it's what day is it? It is Thursday, January 9th. 10 o'clock in the morning. Um, so what you can see behind me is a bunch of foreign editions of wool. We've got Italian and Hebrew and Greek and Spanish and German and French and the UK editions. I've got a couple of the slipcase limited editions from Goldsboro, Dust and Shift, two each. I don't have any of the wool of that. Got some audio books and stuff like that. I have some of these College of Charleston magazines, and a stack here of first edition Dust hardbacks from the UK. And I live in a tiny house, so I need to make some room. What I was thinking about doing, because I can't really just I don't have enough to just give them away, because then the people who want them might not get them. My experience when you do giveaways, people just sign up just to get stuff for free. So what I was thinking about doing was, maybe someone suggested doing like a mystery grab bag kind of thing, and that way, if you wanted to get something, you could I'll put like an orders on my website, and whoever orders something, you might not know what you get. The only thing I don't like about that is I know some people want a specific edition, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Inventory control would just be it's going to be a mess with all of this. But I'm going to try to figure that out. Tonight I'm going to unbox the last three versions of Sand, and I'm also, I hope the DHL arrives today with the USB thumb drives. So this is the last one that I have. This is the only one I really kept for myself. This is what people have been ordering, that has the entire Silo series on here in two DRM-free formats, MOBI and EPUB. It's a 256 megabyte USB drive. It's very retro looking and looks like something you might find in the Silo. There's been a huge delay with these, and I've got all these orders in here, and they're already, you know, labeled and ready to go. They just need the thumb drives in them. But there's a huge delay, partly because of my European tour. I stopped orders and refunded people because it was going to be like a 3-month delay in getting them out, and that would go beyond when people could get a refund. So I refunded everybody. We did orders again, and then the shipment came in the Monday after Thanksgiving. I was up in Columbia doing a talk, and 3 packages got stolen off my front porch, including 500 of those USB drives, which are useless to whoever stole them. They've got my name and email address on them, and they're not high enough capacity to be worth anything as a drive. So it's depressing to think about, but those drives probably went into a dumpster, and that's disappointing. So I had to order another set. They're gonna either get here today or tomorrow. I was trying to think of something I could slip in these envelopes to make up for the delay, and I don't know if this is, I mean, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just not sure if this is worth how long people have waited. But what I've decided is, I have my manuscript here for Sand. This is the copy edited manuscript, and you can see on some of these pages there's red writing. That is my mom's writing. So I send her my manuscript, she prints it out, and then she goes through with a red pen and marks it up. So what I've done is I've written a letter that I'm printing on the back of these sheets. I'm just feeding these back through my printer, and I can read the letter. This shouldn't be hard to get through. Dear reader, on the other side of this note, you'll find a piece of paper that is dear to me and probably confusing to you. What you are holding in your hand is a page from my printed rough draft of Sand, probably with a mistake or two. You might even see a red mark or suggestion from my mother there in the margin. My mother has played an enormous role in helping me become the writer I am today. She taught me to read before I even started school, and she kept our house stocked with books. She tolerated me reading at the dinner table. She warned me before I bumped into trash cans and lampposts as I walked down the sidewalk with my nose in a book. Later in life, we formed a habit of doing crossword puzzles together, 2 clues each, as we passed the puzzle back and forth. These days, she's my first reader. I email her my drafts, and she prints them out and reads along with her red pen. Because of the incredible delays with these USB drives, I've tried to think of something I can include with them, something special. Plugging each drive into my computer to add an extra file would have meant an even longer wait for you. So I decided to part with my Sand manuscript. Many of you might wonder what in the world to do with this. Don't feel bad in throwing it away. As a comic book lover, I just see these as the literary equivalent of a rough panel or a proof page for the eventual comic. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but at conventions sometimes they're selling like the pen and ink original panel. In the end, it's just a token of my appreciation for your patience. It's also a thank you for making my incredible life possible. All my best, and I'm going to sign each one. And like I said, this might be 2 people out of 500 who care about this. Everyone else will just see it as something to protect the drive. And some of you will get the joy of trying to decipher my mother's handwriting. That's great descriptive. I can't really read it. I can just recognize the pattern of her swirls. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm going to be doing that live as long as the drives come in. If they don't, I might postpone this till tomorrow night. I've got a Google Hangout set up. You can see it on my front page, probably right above or right below this one, depending on where I put this on the page. And yeah, that's it. So we'll unveil the rest of the Sand, and I'll be packing up a lot of envelopes, and hopefully you'll be able to on Google Plus ask questions, and we can chat while I'm doing it, so I'm not so bored. Maybe I'll DJ or something. You can listen to the music I entertain myself with while I'm boxing up books. All right, that's it. If you got any ideas about these foreign editions, let me know. There's some technical hurdles I'm trying to figure out in order to make that go smoothly. All right, ciao for now.